But they did put the stereo strips on the inside and outside, so now I get AM FM radio. What's up, everyone? So I'm here at the doctor's office. The surgeon that did my right arm contracture surgery. I know quite a few other paras and quads out there have had issues with muscle contractures as well. So I kind of wanted to do like an update video. If they'll let me record, I can't guarantee they will or not, of them taking the brace off and the stitches out and stuff. I'll try to get what I can. If not, I'll give you an update afterward. And I'll try to explain like what all he did. Here's to hoping everything goes well. And when I get into the CPM machine, continuous range of motion machine that stretches it out, and like this one had gotten to 0, which, like I said, he was fairly surprised because we got it to about here, and over time we got it down to 0, stretching it out. I don't know if this one will do it or not, but I'm gonna sure try. So just can't wait to get this off. It's been about 2 weeks today. We'll see what happens. So they got it unwrapped, and you can see there's stitches on the inside and then around the outside. They're going to come around this side. This is the first time I'm seeing it, so it's a little like woozy, but it is what it is. It's done. Like I said, hopefully we get it stretched back out to 0, and we'll see what happens. She said as long as everything looks okay, she's going to come back in and take the stitches out. So we'll see what they say, and I'm going to ask them if they were eating Cheetos with my hand, because you can see inside my hand is really orange. So I really think while I was in surgery, they were using my hand to eat fire Cheetos. So I got a bone to pick with them. All right, so I'm back home. They took the ace bandage off. The lady from the artificial arm and limb brace place came, fitted the arm brace. So now I'm locked in at give or take about 30 degrees. The CPM, I'll show you guys a video on how I do that again, and you guys can see all that stuff. But they did put the stereo strips on the inside and outside, so now I get AM FM radio. She said everything looked good, cut all the stitches out. A little bit of pain on the inside, only because it's like hypersensitive. Outside, I don't really have a whole lot of feeling, so that was fine. But everything seemed to go good. Now it's just doing the stretches and exercises and keeping it mobile, keeping it stretched out, and hopefully it'll end up somewhat close to this one, straight, building strength. And I still have supination. I can't really turn it because it's kind of locked in place, but I can still twist it. I can feel that in the cast, so that's awesome. So I'm a step ahead on that one. I know a few of you guys had questions on what I had to go through to do all that stuff, so this video is kind of telling you about how I went about everything, and so hopefully it helps you guys out too. So if you have any questions, leave in the comment section below.
Zoom in on the battle wounds. You guys see this? Whoa! Oh my gosh, underneath is so bruised. Wow, they're good.
On the back side.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, yep, there's one here underneath. And then down here. Oh.
She said he didn't take as much out of the bicep this time, being that the other one did take a while to heal. So that's why I didn't get it as straight this time, but I'll take it. It's definitely better than it was. Let's jump into the CPM machine. So now I'm in the CPM machine. It stands for continuous passive range of motion. What it does is extends my joint all the way out to wherever it's set at, and then back up. You can dial in exactly where you want it to flex and extend. So anyways, this is the machine, and on the back side there's the dials that show, there's these little washers that are threaded, and when you twist them, you can twist them to dial in how far you want it to come back and then extend out. So what it's doing is just working those muscles so you don't have to. So I'm supposed to do this as much as I can handle. Last time I started about 30, and then I worked down to 20, 10, and then finally to 0. And I forced myself to, in my brace, lock it out at 0. So I sat at this all night, all day, you know, in between. I would do the machine. And like I said in my other video, the doctor was really surprised that we got it that straight, because neither of us were expecting that. So I'm going to try to do it with this one, see how it goes. I'm going to try to keep pushing it. He gave me the okay to go, as much as I can tolerate. So we'll see what happens. Again, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have issues with contractures after their injury, myself included. I wish I would have done it way early on. So if it's happening to you, just don't put it off, because it's only going to get worse. I mean, you could try to stretch them out the best you can. If that works, great. But like I said, there is a procedure out there that is designed to help with contractures and give you that little bit of extension. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the machine on, let it cycle, and kind of show you guys how that works. So what it's doing is just taking it all the way down to where that washer is set. And then once it feels the tension on the machine, it's going to come back. And it gets a little tight right in through here, but I have to lean my chair back a little bit. It's almost like I'm cheating because I'm sitting a little higher than the machine is. So I have to kind of use my chair to get that little bit of extra flex. I'm just going to come all the way up. I didn't quite set it to 90. I think it's a little shy of it. It's definitely going a lot better than the last one is. The last one was extremely painful. I don't know if it's just because of the way they did the surgery. This time it was a little bit different. I could do a scar comparison to kind of show you guys where they cut this time compared to last time. And right through here, it's nice and tight. I can feel it like tightening in my elbow, like where the scar is, where they cut, and everything's still like tight. And once I do it maybe 4 or 5 times, it starts to loosen up. But it definitely feels good to have that extra reach. My arm hasn't been, because it used to be about here, and I got it to about that straight from. But after about 3 or 4 weeks of doing this, I'm trying to do it 3 times a day at least, and then I do it for about an hour each time. It's definitely pulling a lot more since I tilted my chair back. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the machine. And you guys kind of see how the dials work up in there. The box down below is just what runs the hydraulics and stuff like that. But it's pretty barbaric looking, but it definitely works. So I'll give it that. So whoever designed it, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna let the machine run for another, like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and I'll give you guys an update after about a week or so and see how we're doing. So appreciate you guys watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss an upload, and hit that thumbs up if you don't mind, and leave a comment if you have any questions or any questions about the CPM machine, the procedure, or anything like that. So hopefully you guys have a good one. See you on the next one. What? You're still here? Awesome. Well, here's a couple more videos for you to enjoy.